What is up, AC Insiders? Francesca here, and we have three very special guests with us today. So Aspire TV has a new programming block in which they are showing us some urban short films. And guess what? One big one is going to be airing August 24th. It's called The Portrait, directed by Alan Brooks right here, and it stars Trey Chaney and Dee DeVoy. And guess what? They're here right here in the studio with us, so congratulations, fellas.
Thank you for having me.
The Portrait. You all are showcasing a story that needed to be told. Let's hear about what the story is, Alan.
Yeah, so definitely. The Portrait is about Anthony Parker. He's a single father, and the thing about it is he loves his son. He would do anything for his son. He takes care of his son, but the only thing is the son feels neglected. So sometimes you can have all the money in the world, but sometimes neglect is real. It's more than money. It's more than things. It's more than materials. And sometimes it takes something interesting to happen for you to realize and to discover the signs in advance. So this movie deals with understanding the signs in advance.
Yeah. So Dee, as you're reading the script, I mean, what really connected with you? Because this is a family that is, I believe, a wealthy family, but a father loses track of his son. And I'm imagining that is you. You are the son, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what jumped out at you reading the script?
When I read the script, I just thought it was really powerful, you know, like going through it all. And I personally cannot, I have not experienced something like this before, but I know that people have. And I know that me portraying a role like this in a film like this can help other people.
So what is your character? Like, how is your character? What does he have to go through in the movie? And what does he have to pull?
So Tyson, he's 12 years. He's 12 years old, and you know he really wants to be with his dad. I mean, like any kid, and his dad is there, but he's not always, you know, there. So he throws material things at him, but he doesn't have the presence of his father, and that's what really hits Tyson. I was glad that I could portray that.
So Trey, Anthony Parker, that is the role that you play, that father who has the material things but doesn't really give his son enough.
Yeah, most definitely. First and foremost, I just really want to shout out Alan Brooks because I really fell in love with The Portrait, you know, screenplay when I read it. And, you know, being a father, you know, in real life myself, I have a 13-year-old son, you know, and when I was reading it and just Anthony Parker's character, you know, being so busy and not really finding time to connect with his son, which is played by Dee. He plays Tyson. He plays my son in the film. I really was like, you know, this is a message that needs to be told because it's a lot of fathers out here that need to see this movie to understand the possibilities or the crazy things that could happen with your kids if you're not in their life. And like I said, I just fell in love with the character, and I'm honored to be a part of it.
This really, you kind of hinted at the tragic event because it said like a twist and turn of tragic event. Can you kind of give us a little bit more as far as what viewers will see and what will happen to them when they're watching this?
Well, it's actually a film. What stuck out to me was it was a film about choices as well, you know, because the father had a choice, you know, whether to get so tied up and busy in his career working or a choice to stay with his son and, you know, protect his son and not like really push his son off to the babysitter, you know, because a lot of times parents, you know, we don't even think like that. Sometimes we get so tied up and busy in our careers until we say, okay, we'll get somebody to watch the kid. But then if something happens to the kid that's tragic, which everybody will see in the film, it definitely hits home.
So, Director, I imagine this was shot here in Atlanta?
Yes, it was shot in Atlanta.
Good. I love to hear that.
Yes, in the A.
ATL, because I know you are one of our local directors. We follow each other on Instagram, and you are so, I mean, you're out here. And I love, the thing I love about you is that you are like, you have so much drive. You can tell that you're your own publicist. You're your own social media person. Like, you constantly push out your product.
I am. Thank you.
So tell me about the process of getting this shopped around here for a production that came from Atlanta.
To be honest, I wrote the film 4 years ago in Orangeburg, South Carolina. I'm from a small town, shout out to Orangeburg. I wrote the film because I just had a vision. I wanted to show the impact of when a father is not present. He's present, but he's not present. And I met Trey at an event in Atlanta, and I met Dee on the set of Tyler Perry's as a PA, and I fell in love. But how I got the film out, to be honest, this man right here, Trey, he's a co-producer on the film. I can't even take any full credit. Like Trey having his name attached, having Dee's name attached, and because of Trey and his influence and his name, Aspire caught interest in it, and I wanted to say publicly, thank you, Trey, for that. Seriously.
So knowing that now Aspire TV is taking, is creating a home for this movie to make its national debut on August 24th. What is that? I mean, how are each one of you feeling knowing that, all right, the portrait, it's finished, it's post-production, we're done, it's about to be put out there?
Well, I have experienced this before. It's very nerve-wracking, of course. You're telling all your friends and your family about it, but I know that it is a very strong film. I'm very confident in the message, so I'm nervous for the release, but I know that the response will always be good.
Well, for me, a lot of my supporters and fans, they know me as playing the character Poot on the HBO series The Wire. And then, of course, Bounce TV, Swirl Films' #1 show, Saints and Sinners, I play the character Kendrick. So for the portrait to be the first film that I actually star in, that's getting a nationwide debut on Aspire TV during the Urban Indie Film Block, it's amazing for me. Because I'm used to, like being a part of an ensemble cast that gets promo and, on these networks. But for me to actually go in there and be able to speak to the content creators over at Aspire, the executives, it just really made me feel good. And like Dee said, it could be nerve-wracking because you really want people to see your film and you're like, I wonder what they're going to think about it. But I know for sure, and this is just me personally saying this to Dee and Alan, I know we put together something very strong and something very powerful.
So what is next for each of you before I wrap you up and let you go? What is next? Because I know you're a content creator. You're constantly, you probably got another script, in your pocket.
Yes, you best believe, to be honest, you're right. I shot a film last week. Yeah, you got me. Yeah, you got me, Francesca. Yeah, I shot a film called Forbidden Love. It's my first romantic drama. It's spicy, it's sexy. I want to try something different, like a feel of I want to work for Ambitions one day and direct some episodes on. Shout out to Will Packer, book me. But definitely, it's my first sexy, steamy drama. So that's coming up next. I have another feature film I'm in development for, and this on the grind, Francesca. Yeah, for sure.
And before I let you go real quick, where were the spots in Atlanta that you filmed this movie? Like, where were the specific spots?
We went, it was on the outskirts of Atlanta. Is it Ellenwood? Maybe.
That's where I'm from.
Yep, Ellenwood.
Yes.
Yep, Ellenwood. Yeah, we had to go out. Yeah,
Okay.
it wasn't that much traffic, so I said, let's go outside, a little on the outskirts of it, but it was great. Beautiful location, great scenery, so shout out to Ellenwood, yeah.
What's next for you?
Well, what's next for me is 10th grade.
Yeah, education.
I'm still going to school, of course, but I still am auditioning for some things, and I'm starting to do some more theatrical things like stage plays and stuff like that. So, I'm still figuring everything out.
All right, now, Dee, it's fine. You're only in 10th grade. It's cool. You have that. You can do that.
So I just finished my documentary. It's called Undeniable: The Trey Chaney Story, and it's a story about how I grew up in Washington, D.C., but a lot of people don't know when The Wire ended in 2008, I had to rebrand myself and recreate the whole Trey Chaney brand by putting out my own films and, selling my T-shirts out the trunk of my car, which created a buzz that led to, coming to Atlanta, working on Saints and Sinners. So Undeniable: The Trey Chaney Story, I just found out, first time I'm going to announce it on the A Scene, that the Black Film Festival Atlanta picked up the documentary Undeniable, and September 27th.
Congratulations,
Thank
man.
you. September 27th, we'll be showing it right here in Atlanta, Georgia. So y'all definitely hit up blackfilmfestivalatlanta.com. And another thing, my album is done, Sam Strictly About Music. My first single is featuring Kenny Lattimore. So I'm really happy about that. It's called Love For You, uplifting women, just celebrating, women.
Oh my
And
goodness.
just grinding. Saints and Sinners season 4.
Yeah.
Y'all make sure y'all keep on catching that on Bounce TV. Every Sunday 9 p.m. Hulu. It's on
What's
Hulu.
new about, we got to ask, what's new about season 4?
Oh, season 4. Well, of course, my character, Kendrick Murphy, he plays the son of Lady Ella, which is played by the amazing Vanessa Bell Calloway, and Clifton Powell. Rex Fisher, Clifton Powell plays Rex Fisher. And Kendrick, as you can see through all of the seasons, he's been locked up, shot, stabbed, on top of everything, buried alive by his own grandmother. But this 4th season, it's a lot for y'all to expect, because Kendrick is, like, I want to say, an investigator trying to expose all of the crazy things that his grandmother has been doing, not just to himself, but to other people. So this season is filled with juicy storylines. Tammy Roman is on there. David Banner, of course. The whole entire cast is just great. And I'm just happy to be working with Swirl Films, Bounce TV right here in ATL.
I was just about to say, and it's all coming out of
Yeah.
Atlanta. That's the biggest thing that I want our
Yeah.
AC insiders to know from this interview, that we have content creators here.
Most definitely.
And, you know, if you do good work, then people like, and companies like Aspire TV
Aspire,
pick you up.
yeah.
And Tyler Perry, working with Tyler Perry. And,
Yeah.
you know, like, this is Atlanta. This is the Georgia booming film industry.
Most
So
definitely.
thank you all so much
Thank
for coming
you.
to the A Scene. And our A Scene insiders, you can catch The Portrait August 24th only on Aspire TV.